we've got the worst fog in Southern California history blanketing our coastline. Traveler's advisory today is don't travel. Stay home until this fog lifts. We'll keep you posted.
Kind of figured you'd be out to sea halfway to the San Diego coast by now.
No, my wife didn't make it home last night.
Oh my God, did you call the police?
No. Your brother didn't make it home either.
Well, you really don't think that Michael and Laura spent the night together, do you?
What the hell am I supposed to think? I mean, I run into them together at the beach, in here, at the school. You know, if I'm prosecuting a case, I sniff out the evidence. My wife is flaunting a relationship with another man in front of my nose, and I'm supposed to have blinders on.
Relationship. They're just friends. Michael and Laura have...
Heather, wake up. Do you think it's a coincidence that Michael left the priesthood as soon as Laura showed up? I mean, add it up. The only reason is that your brother and my wife are having an affair.
Is this like him? I mean, does Senor Mago miss many performances?
Not one. Not one performance since I've been here, and that's 3 years. Now, I called his apartment, but there was no answer. Here's the number and the address.
Oh, thank you.
I'm afraid we're going to have to replace him if he doesn't show up soon.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to find him. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Boy, this is a waste of time, you know?
You heard the man. He has not missed a single day of work.
Yeah, well, this
in over
is
3 years.
obviously a special occasion, right?
I don't think so.
His son appears out of nowhere. The same son that he walked out on all those years ago. Now, somehow you think that's welcome news. The reality is the man just probably took a hike.
That's impossible. I talked to him.
Eden,
he wanted
he's
this.
a performer, you know? He's a magician. He's a con artist. The guy just conned you. He told you that he set you up for the big disappearing act. It's not a big deal, I don't think.
I can't believe you're going to walk away from this.
Even if that's what he wants me to do?
He wanted this. Well, what if something's happened to him?
Where do you get that idea?
Because I talked to him. I saw it in his eyes. He wanted this more than he's wanted anything in his entire life.
Yeah, I'll bet he wanted this. You know, I just don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do about it.
I don't know. I don't know, and I can't believe all this anger you have inside you.
Please.
What?
The address. I swore I would never do this.
I love you.
I'm sorry, I love you too.
I don't understand this. Capwell Enterprises is doing as well as it ever has. What's gotten Kelly so shaken up?
Looks like a good day to stay in bed.
Too much work to do. You know what's going on with Capwell Enterprises, don't you?
How would I know that?
Because you know everything.
Oh, well, if that were true, then I would also know why you're so interested in the Capwells.
I'm interested because if there's a mess, I can clean it up. I mean, literally clean up here. C.C. Capwell would really appreciate someone who could warn him about the dangers the company might be in.
And you could do that?
With your help, yeah.
Ah, so you want me to tell you what's going on with the Capwells so that then you could go to the head honchos and you could ingratiate yourself into the upper echelons of the company.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a plan to me.
Should I also turn down Kelly Capwell's bed sheets while I'm at it?
You can't be jealous about Kelly Capwell, can you?
Why are you so interested in her?
I'm after opportunities.
I know exactly what you're after. Ironic, isn't it?
What?
Well, didn't she work for you and your wife in Paris? And the two of you must spend a lot of time together. How'd your wife feel?
I'm not going to talk to you about Hollis. Listen, I'm sorry, all right? But you had to know you were striking a nerve there. Listen to me, what you and I have is something that's really good. I don't see any reason why I can't continue to get better, but it's going to take some cooperation. All you have to do is tell me what you feel about Capwell Enterprises.
The fog.
Fog, what about it? What about the fog?
The fog is so thick, white. It's hiding something.
Hiding? What's it hiding?
I'm not sure. Some people, new forces at work.
Forces?
No one knows what they are yet, but they will soon.
What kind of forces, Sandra?
I don't know yet.
Hi.
Hi.
Early. Wearing something different than you had on at midnight, so I assume you went home and changed.
Oh, yes, I did. I was just trying to get things organized because I got a little bit behind while you and Mason were on your honeymoon, and I just wanted to make sure everything was fine for your official way back to the office.
Okay, calm down.
It's just that, after last night, I kind of figured you'd be in early today.
Yeah, well, I have to take over his workload, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you'll be happy to hear that, I got most of the files in alphabetical order. And this is the info that came in for the Clark Donnelly custody case that you wanted, and messages and mail that came in while you were gone.
Great. Great. I have my work cut out for me, huh?
Was Mason's flight able to take off for Tokyo?
Yes. He got off right before the fog came in, and I know this isn't much of a surprise, but I'm a little depressed that my husband takes off halfway across the world the day that we get back from our honeymoon, but I suppose I should expect that with life with Mason.
Well, he won't be gone for long, will he?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, because I just couldn't help overhearing last night that there may be some type of problem in Tokyo.
Yeah, there is a problem. He's concerned that there's some breach in security, and there may be a possible hostile takeover attempt.
Okay, well, I guess that's why he was in such a hurry then last night.
Mason created that Tokyo resort, and I'm sure that he will track down whoever is responsible for that leak.
Acapulco's beautiful. The children feel right at home so close to the beach.
Are you and Cruz relaxing at all?
Well, Carmen, I've located Raphael.
He's working as an entertainer here at the hotel.
Doing what?
He's a magician in the hotel lounge. I went to his dressing room after his show and convinced him to have a meeting with Cruz.
Well, what happened?
He never showed up.
Of course he didn't. How could he possibly face his son after having deserted him all those years ago? Eden, I know you meant well, but this is why I warned you not to try to find Cruz's father.
No, Carmen, I really think there's something wrong here. I had a very long discussion with Raphael, and he was very moved about having a meeting with Cruz, having the opportunity to get to know Chip and Adriana, his grandchildren. Do you happen to know anything about his life or any friends he might have?
So we might be able to find him?
I'm sorry, I can't help you, Eden. I didn't even know he was a magician. Although it doesn't surprise me at all. He had an incredible disappearing act.
Anybody home? Anybody home? Oh my God. Yeah. My gosh, you hungry? You look hungry. Here, just hold on for a second. I'll get you something to drink. You want some milk? Want some milk? Huh? Want some milk? It's there if you want it. My God, Papa, I knew you were a lot of things, but crazy wasn't one of them, I didn't think. Well, at least you didn't leave town, huh, partner?
You keep telling me that Leo is out of our lives forever, so why am I not relieved?
Because you haven't come back and faced Ethan.
I can't tell him the truth.
I think you should.
Michael, you said yourself that...
I know what I said, but I've been thinking about it, and I think that the truth is going to have to be better than the scenario that's playing in Ethan's head right now.
If I told him the truth about you, that would be the end of our marriage. I know, but I told you, I honestly do not believe that Michael would have an affair with a married woman.
Heather, I know he's your brother, but
you know,
I disagree.
then there's the thing. That man was trying to find his apartment last night. I really do not think it was just a coincidence that that man would show up and then Michael would disappear for the night.
How does Laura fit into that?
I don't know. I don't know. But, Ethan, if I were you, I would wait until I found out all the facts before I jumped to any conclusions.
I am trying...
You could jeopardize your marriage for no reason.
I want to keep it all under control, but the thought of losing Laura makes me crazy. And the lies. What am I supposed to do about the lies, huh?
I don't know, but if you really love her as much as you say you do, you give her a chance to tell you the truth.
He works very near Margot's dressing room.
Did you see anything last night, Emilio?
I saw you here.
No, I mean, after I left, did anything happen?
A man in a cape, he going to Margot's dressing room.
Do you know who he was? Was he a friend of Senor Margot's?
No, Margot, he was scared. He don't want to go with him.
I knew something happened. Do you know who this man is?
Emilio, the man in the cape. Did he have a walking stick with an ivory-carved skull on the handle?
Yeah, that's him.
Mephisto.
What, who?
Nothing.
No, who is this? Do I have to get the police in here for you?
It had to be Dr. Mephisto.
Who is he? I have to know.
I've got the preliminary work done on the case, so I'd say we should be able to have a hearing in about 2 weeks from today.
So soon?
You were so pleased with how smoothly it was going. What's up?
Well, I just want to make sure that Heather's ready for this, too. That's all.
I won't be able to set a hearing date until we get consent from her attorney, so if her attorney
No,
objects...
I don't mean ready for the legal battle. I mean personally. You know, I just don't want us to be putting too much stress on her at this time.
You're suing for joint custody of the baby, Scott. Time isn't going to change anything, and I really don't think that Heather's going to be any more receptive to this.
Yeah, but I just am concerned at this point of the pregnancy that if anything would happen...
Do you want to drop the suit altogether?
No.
Then Heather is just going to have it hanging over her until we can get some kind of judgment.
I just wish I knew how she feels about it, that's all.
Look, I admire your sensitivity, I really do. If you want to postpone this until after the child is born, you know that I will stand behind you on that all the way.
Excuse me, I'm gonna wait outside, all right? Pardon me.
1 minute, excuse me. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just think that the two of you would feel a lot more comfortable to talk freely if you didn't have me hovering all over the place, that's all.
I like you hovering. Besides, I don't keep any secrets from you.
I know you don't, Scott. Truthfully, I think I would feel more comfortable if I didn't have to listen to it. And I really wanted to go and see if Michael was all right anyway, so I will just talk to you later, okay?
All right.
Go.
Hi, sis. Did you give me over Scotty?
Yeah, I did. It was a lousy idea, but I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I'm sorry I left the way I did. I know I owe you more than an apology.
Well, how you doing?
Fine.
Oh, I know you didn't spend the night with Missy.
No.
I have to have the truth, Laura. Are you and Michael having an affair?
No. I haven't slept with another man since the first day I met you. I have no intention of starting now.
But you admit you spent the night with Michael.
Yes. He had a personal problem that he needed help with, and I helped him.
That's it? That's all you're planning to tell me?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear, I'm sorry. I want to hear what your justification for lying to me is. I mean, you give me some line about getting seasick so you get off the boat, and then you call me with a cockamamie story about Missy. I think I deserve an explanation.
I just gave you one.
No, that's not good enough.
Well, it's going to have to be. You just have to trust me, Ethan.
Trust you? You just admit that you spend the whole evening with another man. You come in here and you look like you've been dragged through hell. And I'm supposed to trust you. Laura, you're my wife. But I feel like I don't even know who you are. And I want an answer. And if I'm not going to get an answer from you, I am going to get one from Michael Donnelly.
Ethan!
So this Dr. Mephisto wears a cape, carries a cane, lives in a castle on a mountain, and he was last seen coming out of my father's dressing room. Can Colonel Mustard be far behind? What does that mean?
You're the detective.
Well, the detective in me says that two colleagues, friends perhaps, got together for a drink.
Or he was abducting him.
The busboy said that Raphael had a very strange look on his face.
Will you listen to yourself? You sound like something out of a Vincent Price movie. I mean, magicians are kidnapping magicians? Why? Why are we trying to find something sinister in this situation for which there is probably a rational explanation?
What? What, that he took a 2-week vacation? I mean, what did you find in his room?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
I found a bunch of junk. There was a cat. And he hadn't been there.
So, the last place he was seen was his dressing room, 5 minutes before he was supposed to meet with us, and he suddenly left with Dr. Mephisto?
Darling, you're not going to be satisfied until we solve this mystery.
Frankly not, and neither are you.
I'll do it.
What?
Solve the mystery.
Really?
Yes.
Great.
Well, don't pretend to be overwhelmed or anything. I mean,
where are you going?
Well, I'm going to Dr. Mephisto's. Where else?
Be careful.
Okay.
I mean it.
Eden, I deal with every known form of human scum on a daily basis. An eccentric magician will be a picnic.
Well, then let me come. I like picnics.
No. You're going to have to settle for leftovers.
Good luck. Michael? Are you here?
Be opened in the event of my death. Dear Laura, by the time you read this, you'll know I stayed after all to face Leo. I thought I could protect you and put an end to this madness for good. My love, Michael.
Celeste.
Oh, Michael, thank God. Where have you been? You're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Why did you open this letter?
What the hell was I supposed to do, Michael? I come down here to make sure you're all right. There's a picture of a man that just broke into the clinic. He's obviously after you. Do you know who he is?
It doesn't matter now.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? You just left this deathbed confession for Laura. Come on, Michael.
Never read this, okay? Will you promise me that?
Are you in some kind of trouble? Because if you're in some kind of trouble, I want to know about it.
Then why don't you tell us who that man is?
He is nobody now. Or the entire situation has resolved itself, which is why I don't want the two of you to worry about it at all anymore, and I would appreciate if you would promise me that you will never mention anything about this.
Oh, we're just supposed to leave it at that. Is that it, Michael?
Come on, if you're in some
it.
kind of trouble, why don't you tell us what it is? We can contact the police. We can do something.
What kind of trouble?
Welcome back from your honeymoon.
What kind of trouble are you in, Michael?
This guy was after Michael last
And he won't
night.
tell us why. He won't tell us what's going on. Another thing, Michael, is what does Laura Asher have to do with all of
Everybody,
this?
please just stop. All right, I was in an emergency last night, and I thought in my own mind that my life was in danger. So I asked Laura Asher to help, but as I said before, this has all been resolved. She is back home with her husband, and I have an appointment. All right, so, I mean, eat whatever's in the refrigerator. Feel free to clean wax or dust and lock up on your way out.
All right, since I wasn't in on this last night, does someone want to tell me what this is all about?
He's the key to everything. I know that much.
Do you know who he is? Leo Mitchell? Do you know anything about him?
No, but I'm going to find out.
Thanks, Julia.
You were really worried about him, weren't you?
Michael's my friend, Heather. I don't want anything to happen to him.
Neither do I.
You feel all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Do you feel all right?
Why don't you just level with me about what Cruz is up to in Acapulco, Mama?
Well, I told you before, they're on vacation down there.
Yeah, right. What else? Huh? You're not very good at lying here. You're keeping something from me.
How do you know that?
I just know.
I hope you didn't call Cruz and Eden and bother them. They have enough to deal with.
See, I knew it. There's something else going on here. Sandra was right. She is so incredible, Mama. She knew somehow that you were hiding something from me.
Ricardo, there are so many nice girls in Santa Barbara. Why do you have to go out with that one, that bruja?
You're trying to change the subject here, Mama. It's not going to work. Now, Cruz is up to something in Acapulco. Now, I'll bet you, whatever it is, it concerns me, right?
Can't you just drop it?
No. Mama, I have every right in the world to know what he's up to.
I just wish Eden had left all of this alone.
Eden. Eden's behind this?
Yes. Cruz never asked about seeing his father, but Eden was so sure.
They went down to Acapulco to find Papa.
Mijo, you have to leave this alone.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Mama.
I am so glad you are still here, Mrs. Castillo. I got this for you. Sorry, I didn't have time to wrap it.
No, I can't take it.
Please. It really isn't much, and I wanted you to have it. It's the cologne that you like so much, the gardenias.
Well, thank you very much. I really have to be going. I'm going to do some volunteer work at the hospital this afternoon.
Well, it's really good to see you again, Mama.
Hijo, deja de este asunto. No te metas con esa mujer. Adiós.
Adiós. Hasta luego.
What'd you say?
You were dead right about Acapulco, and there's no way I'm about to stay away from there. Yes, get me the Miramar Hotel, Acapulco.
That's right, Leo Mitchell. What have you got on? Yeah, right. And the year? Good, thanks. Who's Leo Mitchell? A very dangerous man. Thanks.
Good afternoon, Capwell and Capwell. Oh, yes, Mason. She sure is. She's right here. Okay.
Hi. How are you? Must be 1 o'clock in the morning there. I already miss you desperately. I was kind of looking forward to our first day of work together as a married couple. Nah, no, of course we wouldn't have. I'm sure we'll never argue about anything again, darling. Mason, this is an international call. Is that dirty in Japanese? Really? Come home. Soon. Hurry. Anyway, what's happening in Tokyo?
Have you found out who the corporate spy is?
Hello?
May I help you?
God's sake. That depends. Are you Dr. Mephisto?
That depends on who you are.
My name is Cruz Castillo. I'm a police officer from the United States. I'm vacationing in Mexico. Should I applaud now or wait till the end of the act?
I never entertain for visitors. In fact, I seldom have visitors.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
From whom?
Oh, some friends I made on the beach. They say you pretty much keep to yourself.
They were right.
I was wondering, what could you tell me about... Do you mind if I sit down? What could you tell me about it, Senor Mago?
A hopeless amateur. I dine at the hotel where he works.
Were you there last night?
No. No, I was here. I dined there Tuesdays. Only Tuesdays. Why?
Well, I'm looking for Mago, and he seems to have disappeared.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you there. I was nowhere near Acapulco yesterday.
It was in the evening.
I insist I was nowhere near Acapulco yesterday. In fact, never left the house.
A house? I think I'd call this place more of a castle myself.
Depends upon your point of view. It's quite suitable for my needs.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that.
Is there anything else?
Can't think of a thing at the moment.
Then, may I show you the door?
Of course.
Hello.
Michael, Ethan is on his way over there.
What?
He was furious when I got home. Now, I think we should come up with a story that's consistent because he knows that...
It's too late. I'll call you later.
Hey, what the hell did you get my wife involved in?
I didn't get her involved in anything.
You spent the entire night with her, didn't you? Now, don't try and deny that.
I had a problem. I didn't want to get her involved with it, but you know how she is. She got concerned. She insisted on helping me.
All right, what kind of problem?
It's personal. I'm not at liberty to discuss.
Oh, I see, but you're at liberty to spend the night with my wife.
Look, I assure you, nothing happened last night.
She just called you, didn't she? Didn't she?
Yes, but I understand why you're upset about this. I would be too, but as far as what went on last night, I give you my word of honor that nothing romantic is going on between your wife and myself, and as far as what I was involved in, I wish you would understand. I'm not literally...
How'd it go?
Well, it went okay. He was everything I thought he'd be.
Which is?
An eccentric magician. Well, actually, it probably went beyond that. He was a little bit weird.
What about your father?
Well, he knew of him, but that's the extent of it, according to him. Didn't like my father's act much. The word amateur cropped up.
But there was something.
Did I say that?
I could see it in your eyes.
Well, there was a book on his desk, and it looked kind of like the books that I saw on my father's desk. And when I was at my father's place, I thought one of his books might be missing, and this particular volume looked like it might be that book.
Well, that's something.
Well, but do you know how many books could have been that book?
No.
A lot of books. So, I mean, it's no big deal. Besides, he says he was nowhere near the place.
He was lying.
Eden, I love your instincts. They're usually flawless, but I'm not going to start harassing some strange magician because of some hunch.
I thought you wanted to solve a mystery.
Well, I do, kind of, but my father could be anywhere. He could be doing anything. God knows what he's doing. I think we should wait a few days, just soak up some rays and get a hold of this desperately needed vacation we're supposed to be on.
Well, we can't do that.
Did the hotel kick us out?
Worse.
Would you come down with the touristas?
Worse.
Nothing is worse than the touristas.
Rick, your brother's coming to town. Mama talked to him. He's on his way to Acapulco.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. thought I should call you.
It's always good to hear your voice.
Well, thank you. I like hearing your voice, too.
Anything new on the Capwell front?
Well, Mason called from Tokyo today. He told, Julia the office there is clean.
And he'll probably be back within 48 hours.
Okay, then what do you want me to do?
Make copies of all the files having to do with Capwell Enterprises.
If I try something like that, I could get caught.
You're the trusted employee, not to mention a good friend. You aren't going to get caught. And you'll be well rewarded.
You know what I want.
Keep in touch.
How'd it go with Michael?
You mean he didn't call and tell you?
No.
Well, then don't worry. Your precious little secret has been kept. Laura, what's happening to us? Back east, you were the perfect wife. We had the ideal marriage. I mean, we were supportive of each other. We had the same goals. We were working towards a dream. I mean, there were no lies. I could always count on you, at least, for your honesty. I mean, we come out here and suddenly, I don't know who you are anymore.
Ethan, please.
No, save it. Just save it. If you want to tell me the truth, you know where to find me.
I know who Leo Mitchell is. Why are you trying to handle this yourself, Michael?
There is no reason to get anybody else involved.
You killed Leo Mitchell's brother when you were with the Boston police. He is the man who kidnapped your brother, so don't tell me that I don't have anything to worry about. If that man is out for revenge, you're going to be top on his list. So I want you to talk to me. If you have any idea where he is, you better tell me right now.
I'm Tom Brokaw in Beijing. Can the pro-democracy movement in this country ever be revived after what happened in Tiananmen Square? I'll have exclusive reports on all NBC News programs this week on NBC.
Later tonight, Alp's out to fix the crooked mechanic who took Willie for a ride. And on the Hogan family, a nervous Michael re-enters the dating arena. And the results are a comedy of errors. Tonight, only on NBC.